Well, hey, good morning, everybody. It's Dave coming to you from the backyard once again here in Wyoming. And I know it's been, I just looked up, it's been 8 days since I did a video. I don't know if I've had allowed that big of a break between my videos before, but been busy here. Let's see, it's Wednesday, June 18th. It's probably like 11 o'clock, 11 a.m., something like that. Um, Woke up to 38 degrees this morning. That was pretty crazy. So it's just weird. It's weird how, because we'll probably hit 80 today. So we go from 38 to 80 degrees. So we do these 40, 45 degree spreads every night. You're gonna hear my dogs playing with the jolly ball. Anyway, just want to get back to you. Today's gonna be another smorgasbord, like Hodgepodge, I guess is what we were calling the last couple of videos. And all right, hang on a second. Here's the jolly ball. There, you get to see it real time. Anyway, it's going to be a hodgepodge. We've made a lot of progress. The view is looking good. The log restore project is going good, so I just want to show you those. Show you some other tree stuff I've done around the property the last 8 days, and just give you a general update on things. Life is very, very good. So let's just go ahead and head into the hodgepodge, and I'll show you some things. Actually, I'm going to talk about a pipe for a minute. So I'm introducing you to a new family member. This is now my Wyoming meerschaum. I've been using it for about a week. It's colored up a touch, nothing like what I'm used to, but I just like the meerschaum church wardens more than that Sherlock Holmes Wyoming pipe I've been smoking for the last couple of years. So this is the new Wyoming meerschaum, and I'm smoking probably my number one HH Old Dark Fired Ready Rub. I love this stuff. I sell it by the pound, both here in Wyoming and in Maryland. So anyway, just nice to get a pipe back onto the channel. So I've put this hodgepodge into pieces. I hope tried to do my best, trying to capture 8 days of video clips into their respective categories. So the first one is the wildlife I've seen in the last several days, and then after that I think I'll take through the house projects a little bit. So I'm going to show you. My wife bought a new painting from her favorite artist, and we finally got it back. It takes about 3 months to get the framer to do it. I picked it up the other day, brought it home, and set it where we think it's going to go. And then give you an update on the shower, and then talk about some of the stuff that's happened around the property. So the first thing here, I'm going to leave you alone and give you a few minutes of wildlife updates. So that's what's next.
Duck came to visit. Surprised the dog's not going crazy. There's another elk walking away from us. She's on the far side of the creek, or at least half of it. Pretty far away. There's an elk. I have to zoom all the way in for you to be able to see her. It's a her. You can see it's way out near the creek. But there's a little herd of them walking around out there. You can see some elk or deer right there. There's a couple of them. Here comes our coyote again. You can hear him, Sasha.
So that ends the wildlife update. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the shower project. I'm happy to report to you that it's complete. And then I'm going to go right into and show you the painting. And it's sitting up on the main mantle of the fireplace in the great room. And it's kind of nice. It's a kind of a nice close-up of the rock fireplace as it faces the great room. So that's what you're going to see next, the shower and the painting. An update on the shower project. It is complete. You can see I'm actually showering in here now, but guy did a beautiful job on the ceramic. I finished up the plumbing fittings, got all that done, but we are able to call this project 100% complete, back in operations. All right, because it's me and it's a day video, I'm gonna put some dog video and some dog. You can see them right here. You can see some dog videos and some dog pics, and then that's really it. That's the next section. There's not too many, but I just wanted to show it to you. So it's kind of funny. I show you a picture of what I wake up to every day. The two of them laying on the big bed, on guard, looking out for the animals while I wake up. It's pretty funny. This is their favorite thing to do. Fight over the jolly ball. So I actually went golfing again last week. That's twice now. It's 2 fun days, one last week and one the week before. And so super short, but I just want to show you. I just did a quick little video of the clubhouse that that I've played at the course that I've played out twice now. It's Snake River Sportsman's Club, if anybody cares. But anyway, here's just a quick walk by of the clubhouse, and to see how nice and how nice a job they did building it, and how nice a job they did building it like it looks like it belongs here. All right, I'm back at the golf course Thursday morning this time, about 10 o'clock. This is the drive-up clubhouse entrance. Look at this place. So nice. Too expensive. I'll never own, never join here, but sure is beautiful. So sticking with the golf theme for a minute, I'm actually building a new golf bag here. I'm gonna live here in Wyoming, but I haven't built a golf bag in 30 years. So anyway, I've ordered everything. Everything's pretty much here except the bag. It's supposed to get here today, and I'll assemble it all and do it right and show it to you. The second thing I'm doing, which is a much more major project, is I'm building a professional golf simulator in the back room that we never use. So I've ordered all the pieces. It's amazing. It's very akin to me building that race simulator that you've seen in my paddock back in Maryland. That took me months to figure out what I needed and get all the parts. So anyway, so what I'm doing here up here in the back room is a fully enclosed professional golf simulator. Pieces aren't even going to start arriving till next week, and it'll probably take me a couple months to get it done and get it configured and up, and all the pieces here. One of the screen I ordered is a kind of cutting edge, state of the art golf screen, and it probably won't get here till July, so we probably have another month till that shows up. So anyway, it'll be a slow project, but I'll try to show it to you. I'll try to put a picture in at some point of what I'm heading towards. I won't show you the boring crap of the construction process that I'm going through in that room, but anyway, it'd be pretty cool. That way, it's going to serve two purposes. One is I get to practice every day, and I desperately need it. You know, I've lost the confidence in my clubs. So And then the second one is on bad weather days or in the winter, I'll have guys come up and we'll have little 2-man, 3-man, 4-man golf. We can play the software I've purchased simulates pretty much every golf course in the world. And so we could come up here in the winter and, have a smoke day at the house and play Pebble Beach or something. So that'll be a fun project. So I'll keep you up to date. But that just started in pretty much since my last video. But done all the research, bought all the parts, and now I gotta wait. Everything's got to show up, and then there's a little bit of construction. I'll do it myself, and that'll be it. So kind of nice. All right, the next thing we're gonna update in on is the cleanup of that giant tree that fell down, that 70-footer triple trunk that fell down, fell across the fence line and got into that guy's backyard. It was probably sticking out over into his property by 40 feet or so. So it's quite a project to clean it up. It's all cut up, it's all bucked, it's all done. It's really it's in full cleanup mode now. It's no longer in cut it up. So I got a couple of videos that show you the progress of that. Showed you it looks like as of yesterday.
All right, guys, we finally got this giant double, turns into a triple. It's all been limbed. Ooh. All right, so we were actually able to cut off the tips. And that huge 70-footer is stripped, and all the branches are in four giant piles. 2 there, 3rd one there, 4th one there. So we're ready to start bucking this and then throwing the coins over the side and get this whole tree back over the fence. All right, here she is, all bucked up. We're officially off this man's fence. And I got a little bit left to cut up, but the saw battery has died and I'm done myself. So we'll get out here tomorrow, finish this cut. Don't know what I'm gonna do about the root ball, but I'll get it cut down to here. So there it is, off the fence, all cut up. Nice to have it this far along. Should have it banged out tomorrow. Okay, it's Monday afternoon, and pretty much got the rest of it bucked all off the fence. There's the only fence damage. The guy couldn't have cared less. I'm gonna see if I can do something to fix that. And then back here, my battery died, so I take that as a sign to quit. But I've got a half a cut there, and then one there, and then one there, and we'll be ready to move to cleanup. Anyway, good to have it done this far. All right, so this big, huge tree falling over project is now done, and we'll add it to the cleanup list now. But this thing's bucked all the way back to the stump. I really can't cut any more off of it. So that's gonna have to stay there until we figure out what we're gonna do with the root balls. But the tree is all done. It's gonna take 5 or 6 pickup truck loads to get this cleaned up. But nice to have done. Nice to have off the guy's fence. Nice, just good to have this one moved to cleanup now.
All right, the next piece I want to show you is the log restoral progress. Doug is truly a master at his craft in the house. The part he's done looks absolutely amazing. It's probably going to take him another month to finish the project, but I'll keep showing you as he progresses around the house. But he's done real good work. So his work week is Friday through Tuesday, and then he takes Wednesday and Thursday off. So today is a Saturday, tomorrow's a Sunday, and he'll be back here on Friday. And then on Saturday and Sunday, he actually brings a helper, and they get twice as much done on the weekends, what you and I call our weekends. So anyway, here's a series of not too many, like 2, 3, 4 video clips of what the log restoral is looking like.
All right, guys, we got the log restoral coming along nicely.
No tree work today?
No, that's what I'm about to go do. Looks really good. And then we got Doug way up there on the ladder. I got booger. I'll show you up close the difference. Looking good. And they're going pretty good on the back of the house too. They have pretty much this whole section done. Even up under the eave up there. Anyway, looking pretty good. So that's probably not done, but looks pretty damn close to fully restored versus that. Pretty proud, pretty happy. All right, here's an update on the log restore. You can see they've got the upper and lower done. They just have the middle done on this side. But looks pretty good. I love the sheen on it. Anyway, looking really good on this side of the house.
All right, now on to the big one for me is the view project. You know, I've been cutting all these trees down off my property that had been allowed to grow up and block the view. So just got a little bit of video from there. And then I take you around where I still had standing dead, and I still have some on the property, but on the other side, I'm not too worried about it right now. But anyway, I've been walking around now. The view project, the cut down is done. I went around and cut down all the standing dead and the things that I had. A couple of rat snarls of trees that came from the huge windstorm that came through about a month ago and blew a lot of things down. So just take you through the view project, and I take you through a couple of the cutting up, and then yeah. And so we are now really ready to. I'm done cutting things down, which is huge for me. And we're moving into now what I call the cleanup phase of the project, which will probably take 4, 5, 6 weeks, because I've got to now clean up everything I've cut down off the property. It's going to be a huge project, but it is way safer. Everything is now groundwork. All the trees are laying on the ground, so now it's about a matter of cutting the limbs up, getting the trunks bucked up, getting those into the fire pile, getting the fire pile burnt. But all this is groundwork. I'm no longer working in confined space with trying to drop 70-foot trees. So anyway, here's a little catch up on where we are.
All right, so I'm sitting inside the great room inside the house, and I just want to show you the view. Cutting project is done. I got to move into cleanup now, but the view tree cutting is done.
All right, that's the view project. And now I'm just going to walk you around the property, 2, 3 other places, and show you some of the mess we're dealing with from blowdowns and standing dead and all that. And then that'll be it. I'll end the tree story chainsaw saga after that.
So I also got this grove of like 4 completely dead trees down. You never want standing dead. This is the most dangerous thing for a firefighter. So that is on the ground. All right, it's Tuesday morning, and we got to drop this. We call these things standing dead. They're the most dangerous thing to wildfires and to those who fight them. So got to get this thing cut down. It's probably 45, 50 feet. And it's leaning pretty much right there. So I'm just gonna let it drop naturally right across here. So we'll get this on the ground, and I think it's the last large standing dead on the property, so it's good to get this done. All right, she is down, laying right where he wanted to. Add her to the cleanup pile. The big windstorm that came through left me a hell of a mess back here. So I broke this one off and laid it down. And then it blew that one over and laid it down. And you can see the snap off up there. And you can see it's still messy in here. I gotta come back and clean this up, but that's probably for next year. So I get all the things I've cut down cleaned up this year, and then come back out and each year cut, keep the property maintained.
had to dump the sweatshirt. Man, it's warmed up probably 20 degrees in the last 20 minutes. Pretty crazy. Sitting here in the sun. We have no humidity up here, and we're very thin air at 8,000 feet. So heat just will not stay in the air. So it cools off to like 38 in the morning, but as soon as that sun touches you, it jumps 20, 30 degrees. And a slight breeze is kicked up, so it's hard to keep the pipe lit. All right, guys, so I'm going to totally switch subjects now. We're switching to a whole different category, and that's the restaurants we've been at the last few nights. So my son Sean did roll in. He got here Saturday afternoon, and we had a nice dinner scheduled pretty much the 7 or 8 nights he's here. Right now he's scheduled to leave Saturday, but he's talking about maybe slipping that to Sunday or even beyond. So we'll see what he chooses to do. But what I just want to show you is, I guess it's 3 restaurants that are pretty cool here that I want to show you. The first is just a photograph. I did a terrible job. It's Kampai. It's a sushi restaurant here in Jackson. It's and they opened up a rooftop terrace and a rooftop bar, and it's impossible to get reservations. So I took a rooftop bar, but they ended up sitting us outside on the terrace. And so I just have a photo of Sean from the rooftop terrace, and it looks pretty good. So that's the first restaurant you're gonna see. So it's Kampai, Kampai, and unbelievably great sushi. For being in the dead center of the country, they do a really nice job of air freighting their fresh fish in every day. So anyway, here's just a quick photo of Sean on the terrace. All right, the second place, this is the one I really want to show you. It's so it's right up here by the house. It's only like a 5-mile drive to get over there. It's called Jackson Lake Lodge, and inside of it, they've got 2 restaurants. One's a diner called the Pioneer Grill, which is great. It hasn't changed since like 1950. But this one's called the Mural Room. It's the nice restaurant. And there's a couple of things. One is they've got a bar on the back terrace of the hotel. It's called the Blue Heron. So the first couple of videos are going to be, and pictures are going to be us sitting out on that back deck. It's literally the best view of the Tetons in the world. I mean, they picked the place right back in the 50s. This is the hotel that the Jackson Hole Economic Forum, when the World Economic Forum meets, led by, the head of our Reserve Bank. Anyway, they hold it at this hotel every summer, and some of the pictures you'll see how great the view is. And then I go inside and show you the inside, the lobby, and inside the restaurant itself. So this is a big one. If you ever come to Jackson, my recommendation is this is your first reservation as you book a room at the Jackson Lake Lodge. It's impossible. If you want to come next summer, you book it this year. These things fill up. All the lodges out here fill up pretty much the summer before. So it's not something you wake up and go, hey, I think I'm going to go to Jackson Lake Lodge this month or this summer. Probably very close to impossible to get a room. But anyway, here's the Blue Heron back deck bar, and then the Mural Room restaurant. All right, guys, we're on the back deck of the Jackson Lake Lodge, and this is why you come here. It's the greatest view of the Tetons there is. You can get drinks and hors d'oeuvres out here while you wait for dinner. I mean, just look at this view. The entire Teton Range. And then there's usually a bunch of elk down here. $15. We'll zoom in and show you the mountains up close. There's the Grand Teton right there. And on the other end, there's Mount Moran. And then it continues on around. Seriously, if you come to Jackson Hole, you gotta come out to the Jackson Lake Lodge and sit on the back deck. It doesn't get any better. So guys, this is the Grand Central Reception area for Jackson Lake Lodge. This place, look at the windows. And lots of waiting area and coffee station. Got a grizzly bear over there. Huge fireplaces.
Very cool lobby. So guys, we're in the mural room. And here's the namesake. They give all these historic murals along the back wall. I'm just gonna do these two because I'm freaking everybody out that I'm recording. But it's pretty cool. And then you swing around. There's Sean. And then look at the windows. And then there's that view again, right outside the windows.
Okay, the last one is the restaurant we went to last night. It's called Aurora, and it sits on top of one of our ski areas here, Snow King ski area and Snow King Resort. And so it's pretty cool because it sits on the very top of the mountain. And so you take a gondola ride up, and then you have your dinner, and then you take the gondola ride down. It's a pretty cool experience. It's only been open about 5 months. They wanted to catch the meat of the ski season, but they're still working out kinks. The service was incredibly slow. The food is pretty good, but not what you're used to in Jackson. So, but it's an incredible experience. If you come to Jackson, book reservations at Aurora. And so I just show you the ride up, the restaurant, and the ride down. So it was a great experience, and I wanted to share it with you. So that's what's coming up here. This is the last one of the 3 Aurora restaurant, and that's what's coming up here.
All right, guys, so we are on our way up to dinner. This is Snow King Ski Resort, and at the top, in fact, you can kind of see it way up on top, is the Aurora restaurant. And that's where we're going. Alright guys, this is turning around, watching us go up. So that's the town of Jackson, and there's the Tetons. What a great way to ride to dinner. Alright guys, we're in the restaurant, Aurora. It's basically a big glass box with tables. It's pretty cool. Alright, we got sunset on the way down from dinner. There are the Tetons. The sunset is way over here. I guess no shot would be complete without looking down the mountain.
Well, guys, you've done it. You've reached the end of the Hodgepodge. And I assembled all the pieces. Are already close to 28 minutes, so it's too long a video, but I didn't want to chop this one up, so I lay that burden upon you. If 30 minutes is too long, just watch it in 2 or 3 pieces if you would. I realize I haven't really brought any wisdom to the channel in the last few weeks. It's mainly been show and tell, but we have several topics we should talk about, but for now, I'm just gonna say, welcome to Wyoming, and welcome to our 3rd Hodgepodge video. It's a pretty good depiction of my last 8 days. And with that, guys, we'll go ahead and end the video. So, guys, I hope you had a great week since we talked last. I hope you're having a good week this week. I'm really happy with how the house is coming along. So I feel like I'm an actual homesteader, because the old homestead law was if you spent 5 years investing in your property, they gave it to you. And I feel like I'm a homesteader. I've spent the last 4 years putting so much sweat equity and real equity into the home to get it restored to its finest glory. But anyway, it's a great life out here. The weather is absolutely perfect, and has been since I got here. Summer in the mountains is, compared to summers in Maryland, are so much better. No humidity, cools off at night, cool to cold mornings. I love it. Anyway, hope you're loving your life. Hope things are going great for you. Well, we'll talk again. I can't tell you it'll be tomorrow, but we'll talk again. If Sean leaves Saturday or Sunday, we'll get back to more regular videos. But with that, hope you have a great Wednesday. Hope you got a great rest of the week in front of you. And I ask that may God bless your lives and those of the lives around you. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.